list in Python, and in this list in Python we are going to discuss searching in list. First we need to know what is searching. What is searching? It is a process of finding the position of a particular element in a list. Means we are going to search an item or a value in a list. Now there are two types of searching. First is a linear search and second is a binary search. First we are going to discuss linear search. So first thing is, what is linear search? In linear search, each element or item in a list is compared with the item or the value to be searched one by one. Means in a list of items, this number to be or a value to be searched is being searched one by one value at a time, and it is also known as sequential search. It searches the item in a list from a starting value to the end value in a sequence. For example, if it is start from 1, then it goes to 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. It works in both the list. It is sorted or unsorted list. These are unsorted numbers and these are sorted numbers. Let us understand the linear search with the help of one example. If there are 6 batches in a sequence, batch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and each batch is in a block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if the user wants to search one of the batch from a sequence and wants its position, suppose the user wants to search excellent from the batches in a sequence. You know what is the meaning of sequences. Now what happened now? In a linear search, this batch excellent is start searching from the first block 1 to the last block. What is that? Block 6. It doesn't mean there are only going to be 6 blocks. There are many blocks, many values, many items, but at present there are 6 blocks. So what happened? The searching starts from block number 1 up to block number 6. Now what happened? First time, excellent batch is compared with the block 1 batch, and these two values are compared. Is the batch excellent is equal to amazing? It will say no. Now what happened? Now it moves to the next block. It's going to leave this block and move to the next one, that is block number 2. Now what happened again? Again it compare the value excellent with the batch in a block 2, that is wonderful. Is the batch excellent equal to wonderful? It will say no. Now it moves to next block, that is block number 3. Again excellent is compared with block number 3, that is super. Is the block 3 super batch is equals to excellent? It will say no. Now if we move to the next block, that is block number 4. Is the excellent again compared with brilliant? Both are equal. It will say again no. Now it will move to the next. Now it reached to the block number 5, that is excellent. Is the batch excellent is equals to excellent? Yes. Both the values are equal. Now as it reached to this block and both the values are equal, this sequence is going to be stop here only and it will exit. Means the loop is going to be stop here. At the same time when it is stop, it will store the position, that is block number 5, in a one variable. We declare a variable, might be it is going to be position, POS, and after that we display that position, that excellent search in a list at block number 5 by using that, and that message is going to be printed. Now let us understand the same linear search concept with another example. In this case, what I have done, I declare one list. There are unsorted numbers in a list. You know why I am saying that this is a list? These are the sign that this is a list, and there are the numbers in a sequence, and it is a unsorted. Numbers are stored in a blocks, and each block has a separate index number starting from 0 to 7. Now what I am done, I enter a number that is 18, that I want to search the number that is 18 from a list. This is our list, and I want that the 18 is going to be searched in this list, and I declare one variable, that is val, that is going to store 18. Now this number is going to be searched in a list, and if the number exists in that list, it will store the position. And what is that position is going to be? The index number. These index numbers are going to be the position of values that is stored inside the NO, that is a list. So I declare one variable POS equals to -1. Why I use that -1? Because I'm not supposed to put the values 0, 1, 2, 3, because these are the values of these blocks index number. Negative means that there is nothing inside the variable POS, and we use this value for number found or not found. Means if POS remain -1 and all the numbers have been checked and it remain -1, that means number does not exist in this list, so message will be number not found. And if this value is being changed to positive number, it means number exists in a list. We will discuss that afterward. Now the next step, the loop is going to start, you know that starts from the index number 0 up to the last index, that is 7. So the loop is going to start from 0 to 7. Loop at the first index, when the loop is at the first index value, that is 0, what is the value is there? That is 10, and this value 10 is going to be compared with 18, that is a search number. Same process now again. Is the comparison of values are same? Or both the values are same? It will say no. So now what happened? The loop moves one step. It will move to the next block. And what is that next block is? That is 1. And what is the value inside that? That is 15. Now this 15 is compared with 18 again. Is the comparison is same? It will say no. Now what is that next thing? If they are not same, they move to the next block. Now the loop again move one step. Now it will reach at second index value, and again the comparison is been done with 18 and 40. But both the values are same. Again it will say no. Now values are not same, it will move to the next number. And what is that number is? Number 3. And what is that value is? 18. Is the 18 is equals to 18? It will say yes. Both the values are same. Now what happened? The value is same, the loop will stop here only. We need to stop the loop here. At the same time, we need to store the position also. What is that position? Is this 3. So we override this value of -1 with this index number, and we are going to change. It is changed now. That is, now it is a positive number. Now 3 is being stored inside the POS. Now what will we do? It is a index number and -1 is override. So it means when we display, we check that position, is the position is greater than 0, means it is not negative, it means number found at position number 3. But if we are going to count it, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. But according to the index value, it is 0, 1, 2, 3. So what we will do? At the time of printing, you put POS plus 1. Means if it is 3, it will be 4. Why? Only at the time of printing. Otherwise, the answer is correct. That is in a third position. Now, let us understand the concept of linear step by step. What is the first step? Step number 1, declare the list and initialize it with some values. You know that NO equals to bracket and all the numbers. Second, you need to declare one variable for position, that is POS equals to -1. Third, accept the value to be searched from the user and stored in a variable, that we declare val input. Next is start the loop from the starting index, that is 0, to the last index number. Next, use the if condition to compare the search number with the list numbers 1 by 1 using index number. And what is the next one? If number found, store the position, that is index number, and stop the loop there only. And after that, use the if condition again and check that the position is greater than 0 or not. If greater than 0, then write number found, else number not found. Okay, now you know all the steps of linear search. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to explain that practically also and show the presentation also. And step by step we will do the programming. What is the first step? Step number 1 is declare the list and initialize it with some values. We move to the step number 1. What is that step? Is that we need to declare a list and initialize with the numbers. I move to the Python. Here is the numbers. I declare the list and all the numbers are unsorted numbers are stored inside that. Now what is the next step? If we move to the next step, now we need to declare position -1. And what is the next step? We need to declare one variable val, and we need to input by using enter input by writing that enter the value, means 2 lines. First is a POS, you already know that, for a negative, and second is val int. Why I am using int? Because input is going to store the number in a string and we need to convert that to an integer so that we can search inside the list. And in the same way, in Tony also, we need 2 lines. First one is input, and what is the next line is we need to declare a variable. So we declare it here, POS equals to -1. So we declare that. Now what is the next step? Here if we move to that is, yes, next is when we need to start our for loop from starting index value, that is 0 to the last number 7. We don't know the last number, so how we get the last number? By using len. Len of NO is going to count the number of numbers in a list and store it inside the K, and it will run from 0 to K. K means if it is 8, it will work up to 7. K is going to be K -1 automatically. you know that. So Dhoni also, what we have to do, we need to declare first line, that is k equals to, and what is the next line, we declare the loop line. So now the loop part has been done up to the loop part. Now what is the next step? If we move to the next step now, condition, and what is that condition is that we need to check that no of x, this x is going to be the index number, that is start from 0 to k, means it's first time 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, and val is the search number that we input, and pos equals to x means it will store the position, and break means if number found, this loop is going to stop. So we move to the Python. We need the if condition, and what is the next line is going to be, we need a POS, and if number exists, we need to stop the loop. So this part has been done. Now indentation is very important. We need to out of the loop, so I press the backspace. Now I'm at the out of that for loop. Here is the cursor is blinking. So what is the last line? Last line is if POS is less than 0, means if still it is negative, number not found, else print number found at position and POS plus 1. Why I have done this? Because it will give us index number and we have to show the position according to the user. Means if I am going to count it, if I am search 29, that means it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if it is going to count it according to the index number, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is why we have to put POS plus 1. Let us move to the Python. Here is the line, and what is the last line is going to be, that if POS is less than 0, then not found, otherwise else number exists. Done. So I'm going to show you that practically also. If I'm going to execute it, it will ask me the number. I'm going to put first time 60. Is that number exist? No. Number not found. Again I'm going to search. If I put a number that is 15, yes, at position number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th place. So now you know that what is the meaning of this POS plus 1. Now if we move to the presentation, here also I written all the steps in one program. If you go through that, here it is. In both the cases, you can use for loop also, you can use the while loop also. Step 1 in both the cases are same. Next step, declare POS to store the negative value. Next, accept the number from the user. Next, store the length of a list. In both the cases it is same. In a for loop, you don't need to declare x above. For x in range 0, k, but in case of while loop, you have to declare one variable that is going to store x equals to 0, then while x is less than k. Next part is same. If no of x is equals to var, it is used to check that the number exists or not. If exists, then POS equals to x and break. If not, it will not go to enter inside the if condition and the POS remain negative. What is the next part? When the numbers have been checked, if the position is less than 0, it means number not exist, otherwise it exists, and it will display the position of that number in a list.